When concerts start again, I will be definitely using this guitar right here, which is a Jackson Warrior, and it's set up to C sharp. It has EMG pickups, if I'm right, 81 and 85, yes. And it has a Floyd Rose original system. I'm really a fan of this system. Hello everyone, this is Sonia Anubis, the guitarist of CRYPTA and Cobra Spell, and you're listening to an interview that I did with Dethrone Records. Stay safe and enjoy. I'm doing pretty well. At the moment I'm here in the Netherlands, in my own room, in my home, and I'm giving a lot of guitar lessons recently. I'm working on new music for my other band, Cobra Spell, and yeah, I'm just doing my thing. Obviously there is no concerts for any band because of the COVID situation, so I try to spend my time as much as I can on writing music. Yeah, everything that you can do at home as a musician, that's pretty much what I'm doing. The thing about giving guitar lessons is that I can do it in distance with Skype, so it didn't really affect my work routine, so I'm just doing my thing here. Aside of that, some weeks ago I was spending a month in Brazil together with my band members in CRYPTA, and we recorded our full-length album in the studio, so I'm very excited to release that. It's gonna take a while, but yeah, it's done, it's there, it's mixed, it's mastered and delivered to the label, so the pandemic hasn't hold us on that. I gotta be honest, I listen to a lot of old music. I don't keep up too much on the new releases, as crazy as it might sound. I really stuck with the musicians that I really like, and most of them are from the 80s and the 90s, and that's pretty much on my playlist, yes. Yeah, aside of that, as for hobbies in the pandemic, I pretty much spent all of my time writing music, playing the guitar. Aside of that, I enjoy doing some makeup looks. If I am a little bit stressed and I want to do something else than music, then I would work on my makeup. And I also enjoy some synthesizer playing, not the real one, but software synthesizers. And yeah, I really enjoy doing that too. If I would have to specify which artists I'm currently listening to in my playlist, I would go for Rat from the 80s, the very cool heavy rock band, and Whitesnake, Tears for Fears, and what else? Carpenter Brut maybe. I'm having so many different musicians that I'm listening that the list really goes on, but I think those are the most listened currently, the most listened artists. Back in 2019, I think around the summer, Fernanda and Luana wanted to start a project in the style of death metal. For this, they needed a guitarist. So they had in mind to invite me for this band, and that's what they did, and which was pretty amazing for me because I was already like in need of something different than heavy metal, and death metal would be awesome for me to play since it's a genre that I really like. And so it was a honor, and I definitely said yes to the invitation. So we started from there, looking for a name for the project, writing some music, and a little bit later we decided that we needed also a second guitarist in the band. So we auditioned some girls, and then we found Taina, which was the perfect fit to finish the lineup. And yeah, that's how CRYPTA emerged. Question: I think the sound of CRYPTA is a hybrid mixture of the death metal styles that we really like in the band. There is some vibes of old school death metal, blackened death metal, and even brutal death metal. So there is something of everything, and I think that's what will make CRYPTA special in death metal. So I hope you guys like it. I'm really looking forward in showing how the music sounds. Our debut full-length album is recorded in Family Mob Studio, which is placed in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And we spent around a month recording the album there. And now it's mixed and mastered, so yeah, we can't wait to share it with the world. For us, a song when it's finished, it's when it has a nice structure and when it flows. But this is in big lines, so we are always changing the structure of the song to finally get to the structure where we think, okay, this feels right. And to finalize really everything, of course, that happens in the studio. But during the making of the demos, we try to add as much details as we can, such as the guitar solos or the vocals or everything that goes on top of the actual structure. But yeah, we finished in big lines with the structure, and then detail-wise, we finished it in the studio with everything that is extra, and that's when the song is actually finished, in my opinion. It's kind of a point of view. I think the song is finished when it's recorded, mixed and mastered and delivered, and then it's actual a song. Yeah. Playing in Burning Witches really gave me a taste about how it is to play in a band that plays big shows, that is signed with a label, and that has a lot of deadlines and stuff like that. So there were a lot of challenges that I learned to overcome as a musician, and that made me become a little bit more professional. And I'm thankful for having these experiences that I've got with this band. And I'm happy to have chosen to leave it behind me and start my own bands, and yeah, put that knowledge into practice and hopefully grow as a bigger musician. I really can't imagine a world without music, but if music wasn't a thing for me, I would most probably be an all-round web developer, so someone that is all the day behind the computer making websites, or I would be a makeup artist. I'm not sure. I honestly don't have all my gear here in this location at the moment, but I can show some of it that I use. When concerts start again, I will be definitely using this guitar right here, which is a Jackson Warrior, and it's set up to C#. It has EMG pickups, if I'm right, 81 and 85, yes, and it has a Floyd Rose original system. I'm really a fan of this system. And yeah, it has a head up, because we want to keep our head up. And it plays amazing. Aside of that, I'm using a EVH 5150 amplifier, 100 watt. And I have a nice cabinet, which is not here right now, which is also from EVH. And I think that would be my gear on live sitting, yes. Maybe with a effects processor from Boss. Also, I'm kind of thinking about using my Kemper profiler, but this is still a thought. I am currently endorsed by Jackson Guitars, EMG, Dethrone, because I really like using Dethrone strings, and EVH gear and Intune picks. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening this interview and for being here. I wish you all an amazing day, night, wherever you are. And I just want to say that the album is coming out very soon with CRYPTA. And yeah, I'm currently working also on an album for Cobra Spell. So stay tuned to that too. Yeah, you can stay tuned on the pages of the bands. With Cobra Spell, it's just Cobra Spell. With CRYPTA, it's CRYPTA Death. And you can also follow me on my pages. I will be sharing everything needed, and which is Sonia Anubis. Yeah, so that's it. Stay safe and have a wild time.